Okay, Baldy doing a My Hero Academia what if instead of a Pokemon. I know, a little bit crazy. I do quite like the show from the clips I've seen. I do know the general story behind it. Never watched it, but when I move out, I'm gonna fully watch the show. So yeah, this is kind of be like a test run of My Hero Academia story. I was originally gonna do what if Deku had Spider-Man's powers, or what if Deku was the Incredible Spider-Man, something like that. And yeah, so I guess let's do this test run started. It all started in the part where Deku, who is trying to tell Bakugo to leave this kid alone, he hasn't done nothing to you, but Bakugo, seeing Deku as quirkless, useless, pathetic even, and says, Deku, get out of my way before I have to hurt you. As with Deku saying, I'll never gonna let you win, as Bakugo would just lunge forward at Deku, with Deku throwing a fist out very fast as he throws a few more in blinding speed, already punching Bakugo to the floor. This timeline, he doesn't have his friends with him, so he just runs off home. With that, Deku helps the kid up as we jump a few years later with Bakugo a distance away because he doesn't want him to get close to Deku after that experience. Saying that, hey Lightning McQueen, hey Flash. Not even giving Deku the time to breathe, as Deku would just run home. As he bumps into a lamppost, as he didn't notice it there. After he picks himself back up, he sees a race track opening up on a field. As he thought with his quirk, he could, with this extra practice, this could help him get into UA. Since Deku's gonna be doing the rest, he doesn't encounter All Might in this timeline. With Deku arriving onto the pitch, he sees a boy with blue hair, with him looking like he has engine legs, as he doesn't think nothing of it, with Deku sprinting as he sees the blue-haired boy in glasses racing right after him. As this is a quite long race, but it ends up being a tie between the two young boys, as the blue-haired boy would say hi to Deku, who as they start to become pretty good friends, as Deku would learn that he is a younger brother of the hero, which he actually quite looks up to because they have similarity in quirks. So, as Deku will learn the boy's name, that it's Ida, as they become quite good friends. So right before Deku has to fight all those robots, he does get some stills thanks to Ida and his older brother. So in this timeline, Deku would do a lot more better. But how about we just start when Deku and Ida arriving at the UA doors, as when Deku almost trips over, Ida catches him. So in this timeline, he doesn't meet Uraka this early on, and as with that, after the speech that President Might Heap leaves, Deku and Ida are thinking about plans to help use their quirk, as they both have similar strategies. But Ida would say he's not going to help Deku, as he should know how to get all 60 of those villain points on his own. With Deku saying, don't worry Ida, I'll double your score. With a little bit of a conversation later, they're going to start as Deku and Ida are raced into the nearby one-pointers. As Deku, he doesn't have as easy a time as Ida would, but he's still getting a few points. As he'll also have the scoreboard, as it only says 25 points for him, as he sees Ida with just getting 60. He needs somehow just to get 35 more points. hints before the time runs out, as this is where the 0 point robot comes in, with Deku about to run like everybody else's. He sees a brown-haired girl trapped under some rocks. He doesn't know what to do, and with his looks like newfound power going to his legs, he jumps up, then kicks the robot right into its head, destroying it. As with Deku falling to the ground, not knowing what he has to do, with a brown-haired girl slapping Deku across the face. He's as his the time limit goes finished, as his Deku, he doesn't know what to do, as he goes home with Ida, as he says to Ida, he only got 25 villain points, he's not going to make it into UA. As Ida would just say, don't worry Deku, you can always try again in a few months' time. As Deku would just say, I know, but I wanted to have this experience with you, since you're my first and only friend. With Ida saying, don't worry about it, Deku, I'm sure they'll find you a way to get in, I know it. With that, Deku arrives home, as he does do training, but he doesn't do as much motivation of doing it. As the letter from UA, Deku isn't even excited. He knows that isn't going to get him, as the picture of All Might comes up, as it turns out to be a video, as with All Might saying to Deku that he only got 25 villain points, bringing tears into the young boy's eyes. But there is something else. There was rescue points. After Deku rescued that girl, he got 60 rescue points, with Deku doing the math in his head being 75 points, as he only needed 60 to get in. As before the message could finish, he rings Ida about it, with tears flowing down for Midoriya's household. I think this will be a great spot to end it here. And yeah, who saved Bakugo? As I reckon it would take a lot more longer. Well, heroes would step in and bringing Bakugo's hate to heroes, not like villains, but he does find them a bit disappointing in that they couldn't even save him in time. So yeah, love you all, bye.